to YoungFolk Knits. My name is Kaci, and on this channel, I mainly like to chat about my love for all things fiber. I mainly like to share my knitting. Sometimes there's some sewing, some crochet, some cross stitch, definitely some spinning, and whatever else happens to tickle my fancy at the moment. I also love to share about living on a small farm in Arkansas where my husband and I and our children are beekeepers. We love to raise chickens, animals, gardens, and we really love spending time outdoors in the foothills of the Ozarks. So if any of that sounds like your cup of tea, then make sure and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any new video content. As you may notice though, today we are not in Arkansas. My family and I are actually away at the ocean for a bit. So I thought instead of skipping this week, I might just go ahead and record a short little episode and show you what's in my project bag, what I decided to bring with me, and what I've been working on. I'm sorry there's a lot of noise. I tried to record outside, but the waves were very, very loud and you could not hear what I was saying. Now I hear lots of other random noises, so I do apologize. Hopefully you can still hear me. We've been having a really nice time out on the water. One day we took the boat out to a lagoon where we were able to watch the Blue Angels practice. They're part of the United States Navy and they do a lot of air shows. There's some really amazing pilots. So we basically got to watch a super cool air show for free from the boat, and that was really special. We had a lot of fun. I have taken my knitting out on the boat a few times, which did lead to disaster. I will share more about that in a minute. But first of all, I will show you my knitting bag that I brought with me. I sort of left in a bit of a frenzy, and so I didn't go through all my projects. I didn't think everything through. I just sort of grabbed this bag, which is from Mood Living. And I have at least 3 projects in here and all of their yarn. So this thing is like the Mary Poppins bag that is bottomless. I swear I can fit everything in it. So I'll show you which projects I ended up bringing with me. First of all is one that you haven't really seen, and that is the Moon Set Pullover, which is a pattern by Haley from Ozetta. And I am knitting mine in Camellia Fiber Co. Her DK Flax base. I'm absolutely obsessed with this yarn. It has alpaca, silk, and linen in it. And it is this delicious, creamy, amazing yarn. It is plied, and the alpaca gives it actually really interesting halo because the linen has some halo as well. The silk gives it this gorgeous sheen, and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I cannot say enough good things. I also have it in her fingering base, but this is the color Moonflower. It's just this really pretty creamy color. I really, really like it. So it's 50% alpaca, 25% linen, and 25% silk. It has 270 yards for 100 grams, and it is a 2-ply yarn. I am knitting this up on US 7s, which the pattern does call for. And she actually has 2 different patterns. So one is the Moonset Tee. It's a short sleeve fingering weight top, and then she has a Moonset Pullover, which is this DK weight long sleeve pullover. I decided to knit the pullover version, but I may do short sleeves. I'm not entirely sure yet. The pullover does have some pretty wide sleeves. I've seen, it's hard to tell in her pattern picture, but from all of the projects, it definitely has some wide sleeves. I'm not sure. If I do long sleeves, I don't think I'll keep it that way. I think that I might make some modifications. One I'm thinking about is maybe making it 3/4 length sleeves and slightly ballooned by just bringing it in with a tighter I-cord. Or I might do the same thing for long sleeves Or I might just make it a short sleeve right above the elbow, not tight, but fairly close fitting sleeves. So I've got to make a decision on that. I'm at the point where I'm joining the front to the back, and I'm really enjoying the pattern. So I think the last time you saw this yarn, I was trying to work on my own design that I had written up for a V-neck top, and I still really like that design. I just was not in the headspace to work on that. I'm trying to get a pattern ready for testing right now. I'm testing someone else's pattern, and I just wanted a super easy knit that I don't have to think about. I don't have to think about numbers, and for some reason the thought of even designing my own pattern gave me some slight anxiety. So I was like, you know what? I am going to just work on somebody else's pattern and follow instructions and not even worry about the numbers. And so I ripped that out and I started this over in her pattern. I do have a bigger gauge than her pattern calls for, so I went down a size, I think, from what I originally wanted to do, and I think that's going to be a lot better for me. I'm super excited, and I like the fabric. It's still very breathable. It's a bit open, but not so open that I think it's see-through. I think it's going to be fine once it's finished and it's on, especially if I have a skin-toned bra on. I think it'll all be just fine. I will tell you, I had a bit of a disaster. This is what I had been taking out on the ocean with me on the boat. It was okay for a while, but then a massive wave came overboard and not only soaked me and my project, but it also spilled my drink, and my drink spilled all over my project, and it was a dark drink. And I think that you can see it a little bit. It's a little bit stained, but I'm really hoping that whenever I finish it and I soak it, that a lot of that will come out. I'm not going to do a 15-minute soak like I normally do. I'm probably going to soak this in some warm water with some good wool wash for like an hour, and hopefully that will get any staining out. Oh, there's a helicopter. Anyway, if that does not get all of the stain out, then I will probably try like a spot treatment. I'm not worried about really getting in there and cleaning this because the silk and the linen, this is not going to felt. So I'm going to try really hard to make sure that the stains are out, which you can see here on the back a little bit. I mean, it's not really, really bad because thankfully this wasn't white. It's a really creamy color. But yeah, that was really disappointing. The other things that happen to be in my bag, which I brought with me, is my Birds of a Feather shawl, which I have not got to work on at all, but I still love it. I absolutely love it. And it's such a soothing knit, so I really want to get back on that. I'm using Little Fox Yarn Co. in Lemon Squeezy, and I'm using a base that I'm not sure they have in stock, but you may be able to message her. It is a natural non-superwash singles base, along with these sections of their Surrey lace weight base, and it's just really, really nice. I love it so much. I love the colors. I think it's super fun. And that is a pattern by Andrea Mowry for anyone that is interested. Another project I brought with me is my SwifTEE. I mainly brought this because I'm working on the pattern. I don't have the last of the ribbing done on it, but I don't really need that done to finish the pattern up, so I'm trying to work on that. I really like it. I wish I would have finished it because I feel like it's the perfect time to be wearing it, but of course I didn't finish it in time because I'm working on 50 gazillion different things. Let's see what else is in my project bag. All right, I've got stitch markers, knit keeper cords. This is from theblueyou.com. Tapestry needles, measuring tape, and I also have a row counter from Coco Knits in here somewhere. This is just such an amazing bag to fit everything in it, throw it in there, and literally just take it with me everywhere. I love having multiple projects in the same bag. Then I only have to take one thing and I have options. So I really like it. I'm really excited because when I get home, I am going to start on a preview sew for Sew Liberated, and I'm gonna be working on the Joni top. I've got some linen fabric that I am gonna sew that up in, and I'm really excited to get started on that. And I also have a test knit for Caitlin from the Wanderlust Knitter, and I'm using some Big Birdie from the Lamb and Kid, and I'm hoping that that will be there when I get home. Busy, 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 and I actually haven't got to do a whole lot of knitting while we've been here. I did knit traveling here, and I will knit traveling home, but it always tends to be super busy when we're here, so I don't always get a lot done while we're here, but the travel time knitting is always very productive. I have to say, I've really been enjoying having a change of pace and spending some time with family. It's been a really enjoyable week so far. Since the machines seem to be getting louder, I am going to let y'all go for now, and I look forward to chatting with y'all again soon. Until next time, happy knitting, y'all.